Hey Lakers fans, let's dive straight into everything happening with the team right now. Watching the starting lineup, it's clear why everyone raves about their offensive firepower. That five-man unit is arguably the most dominant offensive combination in the entire league, and the way they move the ball, create space, and find open shots is something to behold. On the other hand, the bench struggles offensively. It's not that they can't score, but when you compare them to the starters, the difference is stark. The starters are dynamic and explosive, while the bench feels sluggish in generating points consistently. However, one area where the Lakers' bench shines is defensively. They provide toughness, versatility, and the kind of defensive intensity that allows the team to maintain leads and stay competitive even when the starters rest. That mix of elite starting offense and a defensively solid bench creates an interesting dynamic, and it makes you wonder how the coaching staff can find the right balance to maximize both units without sacrificing one for the other. One thought is to consider swapping in a more defensive-minded player into the starting lineup, someone like Jared Vanderbilt or even Marcus Smart, if we're imagining the ideal mix. The goal isn't to weaken the offensive firepower, but to ensure there's more balance and stability across the court. Even with players like Rui Hachimura out, the team doesn't suddenly lose its offensive identity. There's plenty of scoring power remaining, but adding a strong two-way player could help alleviate pressure on the stars and bring more consistency to the lineup. Another angle is identifying someone who can reliably create their own shot, filling a role similar to what L. Williams used to do. Nick Smith Jr. might be able to step into that role, but there's a question of consistency and trust. He's shown flashes in Charlotte, but the circumstances there are different. Playing alongside LeBron, Austin Reeves, and Luka Doncic is a different challenge entirely. The Lakers need someone who can produce regularly without leaning heavily on the superstars. LeBron's presence naturally helps solve many of these challenges. Once he's back at full strength, moving fluidly, hitting shots, and actively facilitating, he can take pressure off Reeves and Doncic while improving lineup flexibility. By integrating LeBron into certain rotations, it becomes easier to reduce heavy minutes for players like Luka and Reeves, who currently log 37 minutes per game. Cutting just 4 or 5 minutes per night can make a huge difference in keeping them fresh for the playoffs while still maintaining offensive production and on-court leadership. The strategic flexibility LeBron provides also allows mixing and matching units. You could have lineups where LeBron and the bench create offense while Reeves and Luka rotate differently, or combinations where LeBron pairs with Luka or Reeves to maximize scoring opportunities while keeping defensive intensity intact. These variations allow the team to balance offensive firepower and defensive stability across the entire game. Beyond rotations, there's the broader question of roster construction and adding the right type of athleticism to the team. The Lakers would benefit significantly from perimeter athletes who can provide defense, three-point shooting, and versatile two-way play. Players like Theo and Jared Vanderbilt have shown glimpses of what this can bring. Hustle plays, rebounds, second-chance points, and defensive versatility that can change the momentum of games. Integrating them effectively with starters like LeBron, Reeves, and Luka could dramatically enhance the team's floor spacing, defensive coverage, and transition opportunities. Adding athleticism doesn't just improve scoring or defense. It changes the overall energy and intensity of the team, forcing opponents to adapt and react in ways that favor the Lakers. This is why discussions about potential acquisitions focus not just on talent, but on filling these very specific gaps: two-way perimeter defense, scoring reliability, and rotational balance. The bench needs more than just a scorer. It needs a self-creating player who can step in, generate points, and relieve the pressure on the star players. Someone like Malik Monk comes to mind, as he has the ability to produce off the dribble, hit shots, and even initiate plays. A player of this type doesn't need to be the primary focus every night, but offers a critical spark when needed. If he has a hot night, he can carry the bench unit and give LeBron, Luka, or Reeves a bit of breathing room. The ideal player in this scenario is versatile, capable of playing on and off the ball, creating scoring opportunities for themselves, and maintaining composure in different game situations. This allows the team to address multiple challenges at once, balancing offense and defense, reducing superstar fatigue, and providing a reliable scoring option beyond the main stars. Trades and roster adjustments could make a big difference here. Acquiring players like Malik Monk, Kean Ellis, or Matisse Thybulle could fill several of these needs simultaneously, combining athleticism, defensive tenacity, and offensive creativity. This opens room for younger players like Nick Smith Jr. to develop without being forced into a starring role too early. At the same time, unleashing existing athletic players, giving someone like Theo more minutes, might reveal untapped potential and provide the team with more energy, pace, and defensive versatility. The Lakers have the defensive backbone on the bench and the offensive punch in the starting lineup, but mixing in a player who can self-create and score consistently adds another layer of balance and security to their rotation. Ultimately, the priority is finding perimeter players who can contribute defensively while also offering scoring bursts when needed. Teams with speed and athleticism expose the Lakers' weaknesses, as we've seen in recent games against teams like Phoenix. Swinging the ball, pushing the pace, and exploiting gaps can challenge even elite lineups. That's why targeting two-way players on the perimeter is so critical. Players like Andrew Wiggins can fill this role, creating their own shots and contributing to team scoring without over-reliance on LeBron, Luka, or Reeves. The challenge, however, lies not only in acquiring talent, but in integrating them effectively into the system, allowing them the freedom to impact the game without limiting them to static roles. The Lakers need a player who can be a spark, a reliable scorer, and someone capable of handling on-ball responsibilities when necessary. This is a player who doesn't have to be the best on the court every night, but provides consistency, energy, and flexibility to improve overall team balance. With the right moves, trades, and rotations, the team could optimize offensive production, preserve star minutes, and maintain defensive intensity across every unit. Combining bench defensive strength, starting offensive dominance, and a self-creating secondary scorer could transform the Lakers into a team that is both resilient and dynamic, capable of adapting to different matchups while keeping their stars fresh and effective. One area that requires attention is minutes distribution. Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves have been logging heavy minutes, and while their production is undeniable, there's always a concern about wear and tear leading into the playoffs. Fatigue can manifest in small ways that cost games, whether through slower rotations, missed assignments, or reduced shooting accuracy. By strategically integrating LeBron and other versatile players into rotations, the Lakers can distribute minutes more evenly, reduce strain on key contributors, and create opportunities for other players to step up. This doesn't mean compromising results. It means creating flexibility that allows for sustained performance over the long haul. Players like Theo and Jared Vanderbilt exemplify how adding athleticism and defensive versatility can enhance team balance, not only providing rebounds and hustle plays, but also giving the starters room to rest without the team losing intensity or cohesion. Another critical factor is identifying and acquiring perimeter players who can influence both ends of the floor. The league is filled with fast, athletic teams that thrive on spacing, ball movement, and quick transitions. In these matchups, the Lakers' traditional strengths can be tested, and gaps in perimeter defense become more noticeable. Addressing these weaknesses requires careful roster construction, whether through trades or internal development. Bringing in players like Malik Monk or Kean Ellis could provide the scoring bursts and off-ball movement the team needs, while someone like Matisse Thybulle brings defensive acumen that helps close gaps against elite athletes. By combining these pieces, the Lakers could create a multi-layered approach where every unit has scoring potential and defensive resilience, reducing reliance on just a handful of stars and allowing for more tactical flexibility. In parallel, the development of younger players remains a critical element. Nick Smith Jr. has the tools to contribute meaningfully, but integrating him into a rotation where he can develop confidence without being overwhelmed by the pressure of carrying the team is essential. Creating opportunities for him and others to take meaningful minutes, see different matchups, and handle the ball in real game situations allows for growth while preserving the overall balance of the roster. The challenge is in managing expectations, rotations, and touches, ensuring that the team remains competitive while still fostering the next generation of contributors. Transitioning to offensive considerations, the team's need for self-creating scorers is more than just a preference. It's a strategic necessity. When star players like LeBron, Luka, and Reeves face elite defenses, having bench or rotational players who can generate their own offense prevents stagnation and creates unpredictability. Players like Malik Monk or Cam Thomas, when given freedom, can heat up quickly and carry a portion of the offensive load. Their ability to initiate plays, make decisions on the fly, and capitalize on scoring opportunities adds another layer to the Lakers' offensive strategy. This allows the team to maintain efficiency even during moments when the stars are off the floor, creating depth that is critical during long stretches of the season or in playoff rotations. The Lakers' defensive identity is equally important. The bench's defensive prowess is one of the team's greatest strengths, and leveraging that without compromising offensive efficiency is a key objective. By pairing defensive specialists with offensive initiators, the team can maintain pressure, recover quickly in transition, and create second-chance opportunities. This strategic pairing ensures that no lineup is truly vulnerable, allowing the team to rotate players without experiencing drastic swings in performance. Over the course of a game, this balance reduces fatigue on key players, maintains intensity, and keeps opponents from exploiting mismatches or weaknesses. Roster construction and trade strategy play a vital role in achieving this equilibrium. The goal is to assemble a mix of players who bring both immediate impact and flexibility for different game scenarios. Adding players who can self-create, hit shots, and contribute defensively can transform the bench from a static unit into a dynamic force capable of dictating game flow. This includes considering trades that bring in perimeter defenders with scoring ability, versatile forwards who can crash the boards, and backcourt players who can handle the ball and make plays without overburdening the starters. The right acquisitions allow the Lakers to preserve their core, enhance depth, and create a team capable of adjusting to the speed, athleticism, and unpredictability of modern opponents. Equally important is integrating these new pieces into the team culture and system. It's not enough to acquire talent. The coaching staff must ensure that these players understand roles, communicate effectively on both ends, and feel empowered to make decisions. Players like Malik Monk or Keon Ellis can flourish when given trust and clear responsibilities, adding to the team's offensive and defensive balance without creating dependency on a single star. By allowing these players to shine within their roles, the Lakers maintain strategic flexibility while developing a deeper rotation capable of carrying them through a long season and intense playoff matchups. Before we continue, we ask that you leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Lakers updates. Moving on, Toronto is in a whirlwind of uncertainty as whispers of a shocking update ripple through the basketball world. Sources close to the Raptors camp hint at internal disruptions that could dramatically affect the team's performance. While no official statements have been released, insiders suggest that the sudden news has left players and staff scrambling, with tension visibly mounting during practice sessions. The Lakers, meanwhile, appear unusually calm amid the storm, fueling speculation that they could be gaining a psychological advantage before tipping off. Observers note that the visiting team seems unusually composed, almost as if they've been quietly monitoring the Raptors' chaos from afar. Rumors indicate that key lineup decisions are hanging in the balance, and if certain star players are impacted, the Raptors might be forced to adjust strategies at the very last minute. Analysts are already debating how such an abrupt shift in morale could tip the scales in favor of the Lakers. Fans in Toronto are reportedly reacting with a mix of disbelief and concern, flooding social media with heated discussions and questioning the coaching staff's response. Some believe the Raptors are facing a deeper issue, one that goes beyond injuries or standard roster rotations. There's talk of behind-the-scenes disagreements, late-breaking health updates, or even strategic leaks that could influence game day decisions. The exact details remain murky, but the buzz is unmistakable. The Raptors' usual confidence seems shaken, and even minor missteps could be magnified under the bright lights of this high-stakes encounter. Meanwhile, the Lakers are quietly capitalizing on the situation. While publicly they maintain focus on fundamentals, insiders suggest they are savoring this unexpected edge, preparing to exploit any cracks in Toronto's armor. The atmosphere is tense, rumors are flying, and every move is being scrutinized by fans, commentators, and rivals alike. As tip-off approaches, all eyes are on the Raptors. Will they regroup, or will this last-minute update give the Lakers the upper hand? The city is buzzing, speculation is rampant, and the stage is set for a showdown that could define the season. One thing is clear: no matter the final outcome, the Raptors camp is anything but serene. Stay informed exclusively about Los Angeles Lakers news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep receiving daily updates. Also, share your opinion on the news in the comments, as your contribution is crucial for the Lakers. Stay tuned for the next video.